So this is like the first of 3 videos today, so we get excited! When X-Men Days of Future Past came out, they had this, character reveals on magazine covers, and I talked about those back then. Actually, I ranted about them because of the costumes and stuff. But I thought it was only fair that I talk about X-Men Apocalypse now. Let's start off with the cover of the Entertainment Weekly magazine, and wow, Magneto looks fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure that Magneto is going to be one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, so this suit, it fits pretty well. I want that helmet. That helmet looks so good. Oh, then let's move over to Psylocke, and this is the first time we've ever seen her in anything movie X-Men related. This is the comic version. This is incredible. It absolutely astonished me how the X-Men movies can get costumes and outfits and everything so extremely wrong. And then they do this, this is like the most comic book accurate any X-Men suit has ever been. Then there were also some set photos like this one, for instance, of Storm and Psylocke and Apocalypse, and Storm has a fucking mohawk. I don't know how the actress will be, but as for the look of Storm, I absolutely love it, because let's be honest, we all know that Storm, she could have looked a lot worse than she does here. So then we have an image of Raven and Quicksilver, and this could be an interesting matchup since these two characters, they didn't talk to each other during the last movies. They do look bad already though, but it's so weird that Apocalypse and his gang, they look extremely colorful, extremely, woohoo, and then we go to the X-Men and they're all just wearing black. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? So hopefully this isn't like their only outfits in the movie, because I would have liked to see, a bit more color. An image of Cerebro with Charles Xavier, who's changed his hair yet again. He's not bald yet, but we know he's gonna be. I'm pretty sure that's Alex Summers with a lot more brown hair than he did in the past, so they're probably gonna shoehorn in that he's Scott's brother, even though it doesn't make any sense with the age difference, but sure, whatever. Hank McCoy has some really old person clothes on him, but Raven looks fucking fabulous. That's probably because Jennifer Lawrence. And then at the back, there's also Moira McTaggart, so she's coming back. Yay! Then finally, there's also like this entire page of the New Mutants, and by New Mutants, they mean like the young guys like Storm, Jubilee, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, and Jean Grey. And they have some short bit of info. Basically what they're saying, Cyclops and Jean, they're gonna be a thing. Thank God Logan is not there to ruin everything, because what I do want to turn my interest to is to Nightcrawler, because it says here, the German teleport is rescued by Raven and becomes a source of comic relief. I love Nightcrawler from X-Men Evolution, and I'm so hopeful that this is the Nightcrawler we're gonna get. It says that he's rescued by Raven. If Nightcrawler is not Raven's son, I'm gonna be a bit upset. I mean, why would you waste that? Don't just say like, oh, he has some ties with her because he was rescued by her. No, fuck that. He's her kid. By the way, all of the characters from X-Men First Class, they should be 20 years older now. They don't really look 20 years older, so that's probably something you're gonna have to like. Of course, I could just leave everything off here and end this video now, but I'm guessing that you would be a bit upset since I haven't talked about the most important thing, and that is, of course, Apocalypse. I don't know what else I can say that hasn't already been said about Apocalypse. There are so many negative comments about Apocalypse, which I completely understand. I mean, look at him. He doesn't look like the comic book versions at all. The thing is, though, this is an X-Men movie, and I am used to not everything being comic book accurate when it comes to these movies, and frankly, after the whole Days of Future Past thing, after the Batman v Superman thing, I'm just tired of complaining when stuff isn't like the comics. I'm just tired. And again, I'm gonna reference X-Men Evolution, because in that series, Apocalypse had the form of a normal man and then he grew. I think that this is like the human version of Apocalypse, and then towards the middle, towards the final battle, he is going to change into a more comic book accurate Apocalypse. That's at least what I think. In the end credit scene, we actually see a young Apocalypse, and a strange thing about that is he has red eyes and he has gray skin. So that's the only thing that doesn't make sense with me. Why would the end credit scene feature an Apocalypse that looks more comic book accurate with the skin color, and then this Apocalypse is like all blue? I personally like that he's not extremely tall and he's not extremely giant, because it makes him, who is supposed to be this god character, he seems more human, and I find that a lot more interesting than just a giant like destroy. Not that Apocalypse is the Hulk. I know the X-Men franchise is like a roller coaster with each movies like this is good, oh fuck. But I am extremely excited for this. I loved Days of Future Past. I know people don't really like these type of movies, but I love them because it's the X-Men, even though it's not the comic book X-Men. But you know, I see it as its own separate universe, and I'm fine with that. But what are you? Are you excited for the Apocalypse? Tell me so in the comments, and I'll see you later this day or evening, depending on when you see this. Goodbye!